Hello, this is Jesse Collins with Collins Properties. Today is our fifth and final video in our series of episodes on accessory dwelling units here in Santa Cruz County. Today we are talking about financing options, and those we will break down into three main categories. One would be your initial first mortgage. Number two would be borrowing against value of your property. And number three would be use of personal assets. And stay tuned, because at the end, we're going to talk about some programs that Santa Cruz County offers to incentivize people to build accessory dwelling units. Typically, first mortgages do not cover the cost of an ADU build, but there are a few specific loan products that do. Notably, Homestyle is a loan product that covers the cost of a detached ADU build, and FHA 203K loans also cover the cost of ADUs built within the already existing structure. Now, typically lenders do not use future ADU rental income or value to qualify for loans, but with today's increasing interest in incentives for building ADUs, it is definitely worth a conversation with your lender. Also, your lender would be the best person to ask about products such as Homestyle and FHA 203K. Our second main category is borrowing against the value of your home. Now, there's two main ways to do this. One would be your second mortgage or home equity line of credit, and your second would be your cash out refi. And there are some certain advantages and disadvantages to both. If you have sufficient equity built up in your home, meaning you have more equity than you owe on the mortgage, then you have several options. One of those options would be a second mortgage to finance your ADU. Now, the most common form of a second mortgage would be a home equity line of credit. Typically, these are payable in 10 to 15 years, and borrowers will let you cash out 80 to 90% of your home's value to finance that ADU. So that is a decent option. Another method to borrow against the value of your property would be through a cash out refi. Now, that would be refinancing your mortgage at a new higher amount and taking that difference between your old and your new mortgage and pulling that out in the form of cash and using that to finance your ADU. One of the advantages of a cash out refi is you can spread the cost of building that ADU out over a longer period of time. Another advantage to cash out refis is they typically allow you to pull out up to 80% of your home's value in cash. Now, a notable disadvantage to a cash out refi is that interest rates might be significantly higher when you go to do that refinance than they were when you initially got that mortgage locked in. So a cash out refi isn't always your best option, so you have to really pay attention to what rates are doing at that specific point of time. This brings us to our third category of financing options, and that would be the use of personal assets. Now, one common way that people use personal assets would be taking loans out against their retirement accounts. Now, these loans will be paid back through deductions from payroll commonly, and any interest paid towards these loans will often be put back into retirement account savings. So retirement accounts are a great option if you need cash. Another option you have if mortgage rates are low and you have sufficient cash reserves in a savings account is to go ahead and build with the cash and then refinance the whole property into that lower mortgage rate and pull out that cash back, and you can put it back into your savings account. That way you'll have a higher mortgage base, but you have a lower interest rate. Another option would be taking out a personal line of credit. Now, if you don't have enough equity in your home to do a cash out refi, you could take out a personal line of credit, but keep in mind that amount will be limited. So you might be doing that if you're building a conversion ADU or a garage ADU. The county has several incentive programs for accessory dwelling units available. I will have more information and links to those in my description, but I will summarize them briefly. First, they have the Accessory Dwelling Unit Forgivable Loan Program, and that gives a grant of up to $40,000 to homeowners who build an ADU and rent it out to certain demographic of low-income housing for 20 years. The second incentive program would be the My House, My Home partnership with Habitat for Humanity. Now, this is a incentive program for low-income seniors 62 years and up, and it comes in the form of an $80,000 loan at 3%, deferrable for up to 30 years, or payable on transfer of the property to a new owner. The third notable incentive program that Santa Cruz County offers is the Accessory Dwelling Unit Fee Waiver Program. Now, this allows you to waive permitting fees for your accessory dwelling units in return for renting to low-income housing. Thank you for watching this series. I hope it gave you some clarity and a starting point if you yourself have been considering building an ADU here in Santa Cruz County. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the description. And if you found value in this video, please show the like button some love. And until next time, stay awesome.